Hello, hello. Welcome to Warriors Talk with author and founder Lady Rochelle, cancer survivor, advocate, and the founder of Warriors Talk, where we move away from awareness towards action. Warriors Talk is all about empowering individuals to take action that leads to a healthier lifestyle. Warriors Talk started back in 2014 when I started sharing my cancer journey. And then in 2015, Warriors Talk radio show started. And then in 2016, we started our first Survivors Night of Reflection Gala, which we have been doing for the last 6 years. And I am here to talk about that tonight. So join me with the conversation. If you have anybody that is a cancer survivor, or if you're a cancer survivor yourself, tag somebody else in the video so that they can get this information. So again, coming up on October the 22nd, which is a Saturday, from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., Warriors Talk will be hosting our 6th annual Survivors Night of Reflection Gala. And we are inviting all cancer survivors to come out because this is a free event. There are going to be so many events going on around the Chicagoland area and the surrounding suburbs. And it's going to be a charge, right? And so one of my goals was when I started doing the Survivors Night of Reflection Gala was to not charge survivors, right? Allow them to come free and be celebrated. So how can I ask them to come and be celebrated? And I'm charging them to come to celebrate themselves. So God has blessed Warriors Talk to where we can allow the survivors to come for free. And so I'm asking if you know any survivors to have them to email me, or they can go to the Eventbrite and they can register. All I ask is that the survivors register. So you don't have to pay if you're a cancer survivor. And it doesn't matter what cancer that you have had. And the survivor is anybody who has been touched with a cancer diagnosis. So it doesn't matter if you're stage 4. It doesn't matter if you're in or out of treatment. According to the definition of a survivor, it's anybody who has been diagnosed. So on the day that you have been diagnosed, you became a survivor. So come and celebrate with the rest of the survivors. We know in the cancer community, it's important to have people around you to uplift you, to make sure that, you are feeling good and you want to be celebrated. So many of us go through chemo, radiation, we go through surgery, we have scars, and sometimes we don't get to celebrate. A lot of times we're working while we're going through treatment, and it's back to business as usual, and we don't take time out to celebrate our journey and the fight that we just encountered. So again, if you know a survivor, if you're a survivor yourself and you are in the Chicagoland area or the surrounding suburbs, on October the 22nd, you should be in this place so that we can celebrate you. I'm so excited. If you have been to one of our events, then you already know. Thank you so much. Please give her the information. Please give her the information. Again, it's a free event for the survivors. If you're not a survivor, we do charge because that covers the cost of the survivor. We have to pay for the place, we have to pay for the food, but we're not charging our survivors because we want them to come and we want them to be worry-free. So we take away the cost so that they can come out and celebrate, because some of them may be in treatment, they may not be working right now, their hours may be cut, so they may not have the funds to do that, and we don't want that to discourage them from coming. So that this event is free to you. Again, this is Warriors Talk Survivors Night of Reflection Gala. We have been doing the gala. This would be year number 6 that we have been doing the gala. And each year we celebrate any survivor that walks through that door. They get celebrated. We give them a swag bag and we put a lot of different gifts and goodies in the swag bag. And we give them a chance to talk and share a snippet of their journeys. Some survivors don't like to be called survivors. They like to be called thrivers if they're still in treatment. They may want to be called warriors. And that's where I got the warrior from, because after you go through that battle and you have fought and you have scars to prove it, you're a warrior, and a warrior and a survivor, it really goes hand in hand. So on this night, we're going to celebrate all survivors. So no matter what cancer you have been diagnosed with, no matter where you are in that journey, come out and celebrate with the survivors. We do a circle of prayer, and we join hands and we pray for those who are in battle, those who are not in battle. We pray for their upcoming year, that God would keep them. He would continue to heal them so that they can get through this journey. We crown a survivor of the year. I love that you can come to the event and you could walk away with the survivor of the year crown. Nobody knows until that night who the survivor of the year is going to be. And I put on Facebook last week and the week before the things that we're looking for when it comes to a survivor of the year. Now, I do want the survivor of the year to be present at the event, because we crown her. We give her a crown, we give her a sash, and then we also give her a swag bag full of goodies. And she's known as the survivor of the year. Now, this is someone that's out there sharing and educating, empowering people that's around her, or him, sharing a journey, making sure that they're educating people and letting them know exactly what they went through. You shouldn't keep your journey to yourself. God did not give you this journey. God did not give you this test for you to keep it to yourself. So the survivor of the year is somebody who's at the forefront of cancer advocacy, and they are sharing what they went through. They are making sure that the community and their loved ones and anybody that they come in contact with, that they're going to know about cancer. And this is someone who's a champion when it comes to sharing information. So if you know someone who you may feel that fits the survivor of the year, all you have to do is send me an email and a couple of words to say, hey, this person I think deserves to be the survivor of the year. And then you just tell me a couple of sentences why. It could be 3 sentences. Email me, and we collect the emails and we read them, and then we take a vote on, if we get a lot of them in, we take a vote on who the people feel. Because if you have your people voting, we're going to go with whoever have the most votes in, right? If you have one vote in and somebody else have more than that, we're going to go with that person who has the most votes. So you have to tell your people, hey, email Warriors Talk and tell them why you feel that I should be the survivor of the year. And trust me, I have already gotten some already. And I was so surprised when I went in my email, and I had just put it out there. So I didn't think anybody really was going to send anything in that week, but they did. So I've already got on one person, I think I've got about 6 of them already on just this one person. So again, if you know somebody who you feel that should be the survivor of the year, that person is at the forefront of advocacy, sharing with their families, with their community. You see on a Facebook page, they're posting about cancer, they're educating, they're empowering, they're sharing their story. That's a survivor of the year. They deserve that. Now, we also, last year, I added a new one, which was the Community Service Award of the Year. And this is somebody who is out in the community. They are, every time somebody is having an event or having a health fair or anything, they're out there in the community. They're sharing the information. They're even going to events, setting up a vendor table to where they can give information out. They may be posting on Facebook as well. I mean, if you know someone and you always see them out in the community and they're sharing information about cancer, then this person deserves to be the Community Service of the Year. And we give away an award to that person. We make sure that on that night they get a chance to rep. If they have an organization, they get the chance to rep their organization, and they get a chance to talk to individuals and let them know how important it is to give information in the community, and that your community be aware. We be educated. We be more than aware, but we're out there taking action. So if you know anybody that fits that description, again, email me a couple of words about them, why you feel that they should be the Community Service Person of the Year. And they will, on that night, they have to be present. I prefer for them to be present, and they will win the award. And then the next award that we give out that night, this is our financial award and how we bridge the gap with individuals who are fighting cancer. So this award, you actually have to be in battle, right? You have to be a warrior that's in battle, actively fighting cancer. And if you know somebody, submit it to the email address and say, hey, this person is actively fighting cancer. And here's why we feel like they would benefit financially from this award, or we call it a recipient of the Warrior in the Battle Fund. So for this award, I prefer you to be present, but I know if you're in battle, you may be sick, you may not feel like it, you may have issues going on. So last year, my Warrior in the Battle recipient was in Texas. So she just happened to be in town for a funeral. So I was able to get her and give her her check. And so I was excited about that. So if you know anybody that's going through cancer, they're having a financial rough time, we are looking for individuals that we can bless on that night, to help bridge that gap financially, because fighting cancer, it not only affects your physical, it affects you financially. You may need help paying rent, you may need help paying your utility bills, buying groceries, transportation, getting to and from your appointments. This money, this fund on that night, we're gonna bless a warrior in battle. Now, my goal is to bless two warriors in battle, because last year we blessed one. I would like to bless two. So it just depends on how much funds I raise. Then I'm hoping that we will be able to bless at least two warriors on that night. Now, in order for me to do it and for it to come off successfully without me having to dip all the way in my pockets, is we need sponsors. I need sponsors on that night. Warriors Talk is looking for sponsors. We have a sponsor package. So if you would like to be a silver sponsor, it would be $100. A gold sponsor is $250. If you would like to be the event sponsor, then that would be $500. And I'm encouraging you to go over to Eventbrite, because all of the information is on Eventbrite to tell you what comes with the different packages of survivors. Of sponsors. So if you want to be a sponsor, you're not going to, walk away empty-handed. We make sure that your information is given to each individual that attends the event. And depending on what level of sponsorship that you have, you also get to have your information on my website for 6 months. You also get to be a guest on Warriors Talk, and Warriors Talk will be advertising your information for the 6 months. So that really goes with the $500 sponsor, the event sponsor. Your name gets to be, and your logo and contact information gets to be on our program. You get to have speaking time and tell the guests, about your organization. So there are some perks that comes with sponsorship. So I'm asking if you would like to sponsor, even if you sponsor a warrior, the warrior tickets, the Warriors or Survivor tickets, their tickets are free. So if I was going to charge them, the normal price of the ticket is $45. $40. If you would want to sponsor, it's $40. If you want to sponsor a survivor, then donate $40 for a survivor, because they are attending the event free. And I'm asking if you would like to be a sponsor, then go over to Eventbrite and go ahead and be a sponsor, because right now this is official. This is the first time that I am going to be announcing this to everyone, because Warriors Talk is now officially 5013C. We are a 5013C organization. I'm so excited that God is moving us in a positive direction, a more organized direction, to where if you want to donate, then you can write it off on your taxes. So we are officially 5013C. I'm so excited. Yes, I am. I am so excited. So go ahead, if you want to be a sponsor, go over to Eventbrite again and let me know which sponsorship you want to be. And there are several ways you can pay on Eventbrite, or you can cash at me at warriorstalk.one. It just depends on how you want to pay. I know with Eventbrite, they do charge a service fee. So if you don't want to do the service fee, then you can cash at me so that you can avoid that service fee on Eventbrite. So just keep that in mind, because they do charge that. We're also looking for vendors. We have vendor opportunities. If you would like to be a vendor that night and bring whatever information that you or product that you have, it could be a book, it could be t-shirts, it could be perfume, it could be candles, whatever it is that you feel that would benefit the warriors or survivors on that night and they will want to purchase, then you can be a vendor. The vendor opportunities are $50 each, and I only have 4 slots for that night because I'm going to have my own stuff displayed and I want to make sure I have enough room for my things. So if you would like to be a vendor, it would be $50 that night, and you would have your table that night. It also comes with the meal, so you'll get the table and then you'll also be included in the meal as well for that night. So again, we need sponsors. I need vendors. I'm looking for you to send in your nominations for the Survivor of the Year, the Community Service of the Year, the Caregiver of the Year. I didn't mention that. The Caregiver of the Year. So we have an award for the Caregiver of the Year. And this is a new one that I'm doing this year, because we're celebrating the survivors, but we never think about the people that take care of the survivors. There are people that take care of survivors, right? And some of the people they take care of, sometimes they don't make it, but we don't celebrate the caregivers. So on this night we're celebrating caregivers as well. So if you know a caregiver that has taken care of someone with cancer, or they're actively taking care of someone with cancer, you can nominate them for the caregiver of the ward. That night we will celebrate them, we will honor them on that night and let them know that the work that they do is not in vain, because we know a lot of times they don't get paid. They don't. A lot of times a caregiver, if you live in house, if you're a child or a family, sometimes you don't get paid when you volunteer to take care of that person. Sometimes they do it out the goodness of their hearts. So on that night, we're going to celebrate caregivers as well. So we're celebrating community service individuals that's out in the community. We're celebrating the Survivor of the Year, the caregivers, and also those who are fighting. Again, this is taking place on Saturday, October the 22nd, and it's actually going to be from noon to 4 p.m. From noon to 4 p.m., the Survivors Night of Reflection is going to take place. So if you want to get your tickets, I'm doing an early bird special. It started last Tuesday, and it ends this Tuesday. For the early bird special, it ends at midnight. So if you want to get in with the early bird special, I would say do it by Tuesday. Otherwise, the tickets would be $40 for the regular price and $60 for the VIP. So again, survivors, you are free. You don't have to pay anything. All I need you to do is I just need you to register. And again, we're going to celebrate you. You're going to walk away with a swag bag. You're going to walk away with some gifts, and you're going to walk away feeling empowered on that night. I have a amazing speaker that's going to come in and motivate the warriors on that night. Again, it's going to be at the Crystal Sky Banquet Hall. So I need you guys to show up, go register, and make sure you bring somebody with you. Don't come by yourself. Bring somebody with you, right? Again, because when the people that are not survivors come in and they pay, they take the cost of the survivors attending free. And don't forget that we are 5013C, so whatever you donate, you can write it off on your taxes. I'm excited about the Survivors Night of Reflection Gala. Our theme is talking about a season to emerge. And when you're thinking about emerging, you're thinking about rising, you're thinking about moving past something that you've been through. And this is a night that we want the warriors to move past the trauma of going through a cancer battle and know that they can march forward, they can march forward to victory and continue marching forward. A lot of things come with a cancer diagnosis. There is the aftermath of cancer, there is the side effects of cancer that is left behind that we never talk about. So we're going to talk about all of that on that night. So I am inviting you to join us. Go over to Eventbrite, get your ticket while we have the early bird special. Donate a ticket for a warrior. Again, their tickets are free, but the cost of their tickets would be $40 because I have to cover the cost of the venue, and I have to cover the cost of their their gifts that they're going to get that night, the awards, all of that. And again, anything that you donate, you can write it off because we are officially 501(c). So join us on Saturday, October the 22nd, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the Crystal Sky Banquet Halls, 7941 West 74th Street in McCook, Illinois. Go over to Eventbrite and make sure that you register if you are a survivor. Make sure you purchase your ticket for the early bird special. If you are not a survivor, if you would like to be a sponsor, go ahead and snatch up one of those sponsorships. And I just want to see your face in the place as we celebrate all cancer survivors. Again, this is for the survivors. So a lot of us don't get a chance to celebrate after our journey. So I'm asking that you come out and celebrate with us for year number 6. Year number 6, God has been good to us and allowing us to get here to year number 6. So that's all I have for you right now. If you have any questions for me, you can email me at warriorstalk1@gmail.com. This is Lady Rochelle, cancer survivor, advocate, and the founder of Warriors Talk, non-for-profit organization, where we empower individuals to take action that leads to a healthier lifestyle.